Well, hello and great day to be back with you once again. Once again in this battle for correction and redirection. Now, I'm not going to go deep into a lot of things today, but what I am going to do is continue the discussion we had regarding people falling for some of the biggest tricks that have been played on people in this country. Now, before we get started, why don't you go ahead and hit all those buttons? You know the ones I need you to hit. It helps the channel grow. So, last time I asked two questions: why and how. Why are you in the predicament you're in, and how did you get there? And the discussion was based around tricks played on the masses in America. So, today I'm going to focus on one segment of society because since I've been away, I've come back and I found that, hey, for some strange reason, black men and black women are still at war with one another. Now, the first trick that has been played, well, I'll say at least one of the tricks, is this wedge that has been driven between black men and women to keep them separate. Now, we can't say that a lot of these tricks that were played to keep them separate were actually rooted in the government. Now, whether you believe that or not, hey, that's up to you. But hey, if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, chances are it might be a duck. So some of those tricks seem to be true. But here's the real question. If black men and women know that there was a wedge placed between them by outside entities, why do black men and women continue to embrace those tricks? Those tricks to keep them apart. Now, let's take a little walk through history. There used to be a time when black men had no problem being a stepfather as long as everyone in the house knew he was the leader and respected that as much. Now we're at the point now where black men actually hate women who have children. How do we get there? How did the community get to where it's at? And hey, there also used to be a time when black women knew they needed a black man, but now they say, I don't need a man. Used to be a time when black men wouldn't even attempt to get to know a woman if they weren't able to provide. Now, too many black men are looking to move in with a woman to get a roof over their heads. And yes, sad to say, too many are actually looking for that woman to provide for them. Now, there used to be a time when black women could recognize the potential in a black man and knew there was a precious gem to hold on to. Now, black women require a man to already be at the top before he even tries to talk to her. Now, how silly does that sound? Why would he choose to talk to you now when you ignored him when he was in his struggle, when he was on his purpose, climbing to the top? So, once again, I ask those questions. Why and how? Go look in that mirror. Think about your life. Think about how you've gotten to where you are now. Now, if you're happy, good. Stay with that. Because truth be told, a lot of black men and women have been single a long time. And guess what they've proven? That they're actually good at being single. And there's no reason for anybody else to ruin their lives trying to be a part of their life. So, for a lot of you all who are single, it's probably best that you just stay single. Because chances are all you're going to do is mess up somebody else's life. So, Think about those whys and those hows in your life. And if you don't like what you see, why don't you correct and redirect your life? Maybe you can get on the right path. Well, I guess we're going to leave the board where it is. I know sometimes it's hard to make that first move.